Costly cop lies, suspected criminals walking free, not because prosecutors didn't think they were guilty, but because of misconduct by police.
7 investigators have learned it is happening in Detroit thanks to past lies told by cops. 7 investigator Ross Jones uncovers the real-life consequences of officer lies and what's being done to stop them.
We are charging him with witness intimidation.
What if there was a way to make criminal charges disappear?
We filed a charge of first-degree premeditated murder.
To wipe away months' worth of work by police and prosecutors trying to deliver justice. Imagine there was a way to open the jailhouse doors, depriving victims of closure and canceling an accused criminal's day in court. Well, prosecutors will tell you there is.
If a cop lies, a criminal can go free.
Absolutely.
And in some cases has gone free.
Chief James Craig has seen it happen. Last year, DPD helped build a weapons case against a known violent gang member. The U.S. Attorney's Office was ready to pull the trigger until they found out that the officer involved had a history of giving false statements.
And because of his history of, false statement, that person couldn't testify. And because he couldn't testify, the accused or the defendant in that matter was released, not charged.
At the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office, Kim Worthy's spokesperson confirms, yes, it's happened here too. Officer lies have stopped criminal cases in their tracks, allowing alleged criminals to skate. And so in October, Craig sent out this memo to all of DPD's officers, telling them that should an internal investigation conclude they provided any false statements or lack of truthfulness, the department has no choice other than to terminate.
I'm very pleased to hear that. And I think, in fact, that would be the gold standard.
Before she retired, Nancy Deal was the chief of the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office Trial Division. Deal says that by law, any incriminating information about a witness needs to be shared with defense attorneys, including if they've lied.
Their credibility is going to be attacked. And again, it affects the entire criminal justice system. If you lied before, do we know whether or not you're lying today?
We wanted to know how many DPD officers on the force today have been found by the department to have lied. The short answer is they don't know. Older disciplinary files are kept off-site in storage. The only information they could readily find looked back to 2015, and it showed that 10 current officers have had sustained allegations of giving false statements. Officers like LaToya Chavis, found to have punched her daughter several times in the face and body. If that wasn't enough, an internal probe concluded she lied to investigators about it too. And Officer Catherine Vaughn lied when she was asked to give backup to 2 units on police runs. Instead, Vaughn told them her vehicle was out of service and she needed to fuel the scout car. In truth, the car had plenty of gas. Vaughn doubled down on the lie when she submitted a false activity log.
First thing we always tell our members, don't lie.
Reginald Crawford spent his career as a Detroit cop and says any lie an officer tells, no matter how small, follows them the rest of their career.
Can they be a cop?
Can they be? That's the question. Or should they be a cop? They shouldn't be.
The Detroit Police Officers Association disagreed. In November, the union filed an unfair labor practices complaint against Chief Craig after he announced that cops who lie will be fired. There hasn't yet been a hearing on the complaint, but Craig says he plans to fight it.
If cases are being dismissed because of a history of sustained misconduct, then how can we continue to allow that officer to function in the capacity of a police officer?
Now, we did attempt to reach those 2 officers that we spoke about, Chavis and Vaughn, for comment through the police union, but did not hear back. Now, you might be wondering why Chief Craig hasn't fired officers that have already been found to have lied. The answer is he can't, because that rule didn't exist until recently. Officers cannot be terminated for violating it. But going forward, Craig says this is very clear. You tell a lie, you lose your job.